Well, hello, and welcome to the famous Computer Cafe. We have a great show today, and I want to introduce our players. First of all, we have Dr. Disk. How you doing?
Why, I'm fine, Nurse Ellen.
I love it when he calls me that. And who else is here?
Well, Michael Walker's here, who just came in out of the rain, and of course, it's one of those beautiful rain days. You know, it's not real heavy rain. I like rainy days.
Well, Andy Velkoff is also here, and he's just having a nice day. Just a great time today here at the famous Computer Cafe. I love to be with my friends. We are excited that Dr. Disk is here to answer all of your questions that you have about your computers, hardware, software, whatever.
You name it. Anything having to do with computers today, no matter how wild, we'll take it on, okay?
Sure, we'll give it a try.
That's right. Okay, today, as always this week, today's your last day. All our callers will win a Winky, the computer friend chip. And if you want to see more about that, you can go visit the billboard that they have up on Sunset Boulevard. And you will also be winning tickets. 2 tickets for each caller to the second annual Computer Sellathon Expo 85 that's being held at the Shrine Exposition Hall on Saturday, February 9th, that's tomorrow, from 10 to 7, and on Sunday from 10 to 5. You can get thousands of computer products for immediate purchase at low, low prices, up to 50%. So, if any of you, all of you I know, want to call, let me give you the numbers. In Los Angeles, 628-KIEV. In San Fernando Valley, 989-KIEV. Glendale Burbank, 956-KIEV. San Gabriel Valley, 443-KIEV. South Bay, 835-KIEV. Orange County, 714-739-KIEV, and West LA, 837-KIEV. We will be right back with some news and then Dr. Disk after these messages.
Start with the world's best-selling database system. Give it enhanced features to make it faster, more powerful, and easier to use, and you have the makings of a software heavyweight. DBase 3, Ashton Tate's hot new package for your 16-bit PC. With DBase 3, you can create records with up to 128 fields, access 10 files at once, and run other programs like communications or word processing without leaving DBase 3. You can read non-DBase files from other software programs or mainframe databases. And you can easily convert your DBase 2 files and programs to DBase 3. If you get stuck, help is at your fingertips with multiple help screens. And where do you go to see this powerful new program? Go see David and Betty Sun at Sun Computers in the city of Carson. They'll tell you what you need to know about DBase 3 and more. Sun Computers is located at 20925 South Bonita in Carson. Or call 213-538-8338. That's 213-538-8338. Sun Computers in Carson. A soft cell dealer.
A partner. What is it? I never really thought about it much. But I guess a partner is someone who shares the burdens and rewards of your business with you. A partner does some things better than you do. Even does some things you can't do at all. That's why you're partners. You balance each other out. Without my partner, I never could have made it. I really think the secret to a successful business is a successful partnership.
This word about partners has been brought to you by Star Software Systems, makers of the Accounting Partner. The Accounting Partner, a complete, sophisticated accounting package specially designed for small businesses. The Accounting Partner includes general ledger, accounts receivable, accounts payable, invoicing, purchase orders, and payroll, all for a very affordable $395.
The Accounting Partner by Star Software Systems is available at the Federated Group. The Federated Group is located in Temple City, West LA, Torrance, Cerritos, Huntington Beach, Mission Viejo, and La Puente. And this message is sponsored by Soft Team Distributors.
Well, hi, this is Andy, and I'm here at the News Corner at the famous Computer Cafe, talking about what's new today in the world of personal computing. Well, first of all, 8 former employees filed a $50 million class action suit against Atari and its parent company, Warner Communications, reported in the San Francisco Chronicle, representing a potential class of 1,200 former white-collar workers. The lawsuit asked for actual damages of $25,000 per worker, plus about $25 million in punitive damages. The suit charges that Atari and Warner misled employees about job security during the period Atari was being sold to former Commodore CEO Jack Tramiel. James Copeland, vice president of marketing at Atari, said that the lawsuit was without merit. He commented, "This is one that sounds like it's right out of Alice in Wonderland," as reported in the Chronicle. Digital Equipment Corporation officials said their firm will invest $4 million in high-technology products sponsored by the European Community, Reuters news service in Brussels reported. According to Reuters, Bruno D'Avanzo, the company's vice president of marketing in Europe, told journalists the expected results of a consortium project would make it easier for the European industry to implement computer-integrated manufacturing. Jonathan Sachs, co-founder of Lotus Development Corporation, announced his resignation from the company. Sachs, who personally authored the best-selling Lotus 123 integrated software package, will continue to work for the firm as a consultant. Well, Eastman Kodak Company took its first step into the computer peripheral components field. The Rochester, New York company said it will begin making magnetic recording heads for disk drives soon. Well, talk about combining new and old technology. A New York man has developed a flat computer screen that can replace the lid on a photocopy machine or serve as a display for a personal computer. Developer Dennis A. Crusos told Beth Kirsch of Inc. magazine that with his invention, a document can be sent directly from the computer to a display on the underside of the copier lid, and the number of copies you could produce would be limited only by the speed of the copier in your office. Well, that's it for the news here at the famous Computer Cafe. We're going to take a break, and afterwards, no, we're not going to take a break. We're going to go right to the bulletin board. And Dr. Disk has something on the bulletin board here.
Yeah, Andy, I have 3 very interesting phone numbers. The original Apple Core Users Group meets on the campus of UCLA in the chemistry building. If you're interested in Apple computers, you're definitely invited to attend. For more information, please call Fred Duffy at area 213-396-5515. That's 213-396-5515.
And that meeting is this Sunday, folks. This Sunday for the original Apple Core.
And you know, tell Duffy we said hello here at the famous Computer Cafe.
Duffy's a big fan of ours. Hi, Duffy. Okay, we are going to be right back after these messages.
If Lotus had given you just one,
A spreadsheet that's up to 50 times faster than other spreadsheets, with every statistical and financial formula you'll ever need, and the largest workspace on the market.
that would have been enough. And if Lotus had given you just two,
2, information management, to store and organize information with the ability to cross-index over 2,000 records by 32 criteria, and use information from other programs and computer systems.
that would have been enough. And if Lotus had given you just 3,
3, graphics, to graph information from your spreadsheet in less than 2 seconds, and change that information, touch a key, and graph the new results instantly. Graphics as a thinking tool.
that would have been enough.
But Lotus has given you more. Text editing, tutorials, a help key, and a host of features which give Lotus 123 its power and simplicity.
Lotus 123 is available at the Software Spot, 10977 Santa Monica Boulevard in West Los Angeles, or phone 213-477-7561. That's 213-477-7561.
The Software Spot, the oldest independently owned and operated software store in Los Angeles. A soft sell dealer. One day at the office.
Here you are, Mr. Smithers. All the information you requested. As you can see here, Department 42 increased production by 32% with a 6% seasonal adjustment in the 4th quarter.
Wilson, this is garbage. I can't understand any of it. Come back when you can show me the big picture.
1 month later.
Here, Mr. Smithers. All the information in concise graphs. I think it's much easier to understand.
Too little, too late, Wilson. I needed this 3 weeks ago. You're fired.
But
This has been a graphic demonstration of the importance of business graphics in getting your point across. GraphWriter by Graphic Communications is software that provides all the capabilities required to quickly produce every standard chart used in business reports to the business person smart enough to use it. GraphWriter by Graphic Communications, for the big picture.
And of course, GraphWriter is available at Pathfinder Business and Computer Centers. In Los Angeles, Pathfinder is located at 12036 Wilshire Boulevard, or call 207-0244. That's 207-0244. This message is sponsored by Soft Team Distributors.
Well, hi, this is Nurse Ellen, and we're here with Dr. Disk. How you doing, Doc?
Hello. I'm fine.
That's good. First thing I want to do before we take calls, I know we got lots of you out there, and we're going to go to the calls right away. I want to mention to the doctor, we had a guy call yesterday who wanted to know if there was a book that he could find that would make his Commodore easier to use. He couldn't get through the Commodore user's manual. He felt that was too complicated. What would you recommend for somebody like that?
Well, there are third-party books written about all the different personal computers, but basically if he's having problems getting through the user guide, I'd suggest he hire a consultant or find a very good friend
right,
that knows the Commodore.
Or possibly go to a user group might be another idea.
User group would be an excellent idea.
Okay.
The Commodore user group, let's see, we had that number somewhere. We'll find that by the end of the show.
Okay, let's go to our first caller. Hi, you have a question for Dr. Disk?
Yes, I do.
Hello.
I wondered, is there any feeling that you have as to the difference in quality or reliability between the lower-priced computers, such as Ataris and Commodores, and the IBMs, the higher-priced machines?
Okay, what you're getting when you start moving up the price range is power in the machine and the amount of work that it can actually do. As far as reliability, I would say they're all about as reliable as one another as far as storage and so on. But when you move past the $1,000 range, say, and you get out of PC Juniors and Apple Cs and so on, you're getting into a true business machine, which may be more than you want for home use. If you're going to balance your checkbook and play games, stay with something inexpensive. It'll do it fine.
But you really feel that the reliability is about
Yeah,
equal?
the reliability is about the same. They use the basic technology. It's basically what you're getting into is sophistication in memory size and how much the machine can actually function with an application software.
Larry, what would you be using your computer for? Why do you ask, I guess, is the question.
I'm particularly interested right now. I'm looking around at disk drives, and I wondered if I were to get a disk drive for an Atari or a Commodore, am I getting the same quality kind of mechanical, electrical construction as I would, for example, in a maybe more expensive one?
Okay, as far as particular hardware is concerned, you get exactly what you pay for. You buy a cheap drive, the reliability is going to drop. So if I were you, it's kind of like speakers in a stereo. You want to spend your money there so you get good reliability.
Sure.
Okay, thanks for calling, Larry.
Thank you very much.
Take our next call. Hi, John. You're on the air. You have a question for the doctor?
Yes, I live in a house it's an old house. Gets 40 amps, and that 40 amps is divided between two houses. And so, as a consequence, you throw a light switch and all the lights in the house.
Okay, what you need, I can anticipate your question already, it's something called a surge protector.
Right.
You can also get uninterruptible power sources. Now, those are relatively expensive. Okay, they're actually very expensive. But a surge protector should run you around $100 or less for a good one, and that will prevent that problem when you're sitting in front of your PC and your wife turns on the dining room light and the PC goes down. It'll stop that sort of thing.
Doctor, for the benefit of our other listeners out there, what is the surge protector used for and what would it avoid?
All right. When your power comes into your house, it's not nice, clean, uninterrupted power. It comes in little bits, pieces, surges, which are a large increase of power over a very short time, and those are lethal to a personal computer. And a surge protector helps smooth that all out so the PC gets uninterrupted power.
What kind of problems have you experienced, John?
Well, when I had my Texas Instrument, it would the TV screen would dim, and I've never lost any data on that, but I anticipate the day that something like that might happen.
Yeah, I know in my office I have to put an anti-static mat on the desk because if I touch the box, I have a PC, and if I touch the box, I'll get a parity check and I've lost everything in memory.
That's just from
because of static electricity. And if you look for something like a lemon or an orange or a lime, these are brand names. They're run around $100, and they're very reliable, and they should help stop that dimming problem for you.
Well, what kind of features should I look for in one?
One of the things you want to look for is an on-off light to make sure you know the surge protector is working. That's rather important. And usually they come with a switch, so it serves as a master switch for your entire system.
Okay, thanks very much for calling.
Okay, thank
I'm going to
you.
take our next caller. Hi, Ray, you have a question for the doctor?
Yes. I notice when I do a check disk on my hard drive, I find that I've got a couple of files that they say are non-contiguous. And my question is concerning fragmentation. I want to know at what point do those non-contiguous files degrade the ability of the disk to work, and when is it necessary to back up? When does the fragmentation become a deterrent?
Okay. What was your name again? I'm sorry. Ray? Okay. What happens is, just so I can explain real briefly, fragmentation is when your files are broken up over the recording medium of the hard disk into various, they're called sectors. Now, what happens is it starts slowing down the response of the machine because it has to look all over to find the entire file. What you might want to look into is Norton Utilities. His new version 3.0 has is version for external hard disks, and he can help you get rid of fragmented files completely. You can pull out all the different sectors and put them back into one contiguous file. Contiguous means that they're all joined together. Like in the United States, you have 48 contiguous states.
Isn't it possible to get rid of the fragmentation simply by using the backup command onto floppies and then putting them back on?
No, actually, I don't think that's a reliable way. You may have it happen by pure chance, but backup makes a mirror image, only compressed, of what you have on your hard disk. And then when you restore it, you'll have a mirror image of what you had when you backed it up.
So there'll still be non-contiguous sectors on it?
The chances are very good that they will. Now, sometimes it will pick that up, but it's not a reliable way to do it.
Gotcha.
Okay, thank you very much. We've got to take some more calls, okay? All right.
Thank you,
We're
Ray.
going to go to our next caller. Take one more call. Hi, David, you're on the line. You have a question for the doctor?
Yes, I have a question for you or the doctor.
Okay, go ahead.
I have an IBM PC.
Right.
I'm trying to find out whether I could obtain a memory map for it.
A memory map?
Right.
Okay, the best place to get the memory map for an IBM PC is the IBM PC Technical Reference Manual. You can get one of those at most computer stores or check the IBM Product Center.
Doctor, what's a memory map?
A memory map shows you all the locations of your internal or RAM memory by hexadecimal equivalents, so that if you're programming in either machine or in BASIC, you can use the hexadecimal to go to a particular point in memory, which sometimes you may want to do.
Are you a programmer, David?
Yes.
Check the reference manual. You can get that through the IBM Product Center for sure, and probably some other larger computer stores.
All right. I also have a question. I want to obtain a relatively inexpensive daisy wheel printer for the IBM PC. I was looking somewhere in the $300 to $500 range. I was wondering if you could make a recommendation.
Okay, I think your best bet for that would be to get the IBM PC graphics printer. It's actually made by Epson, marketed by IBM, and it will print the entire ASCII character set.
Is that actually a daisy wheel printer?
No, excuse me, that's a dot matrix. You're right.
Yeah.
Daisy wheel. Daisy wheel is a letter quality printer that prints exactly like a typewriter, a fully formed character. I'm not really good on recommending different pieces of hardware at that price range. Sorry.
All right.
We'll look into it. If we find out something, we'll let you know, okay?
Thank you, Alan.
Okay, we're going to take a message, and we'll be back with all the other calls when we get back.
Welcome to Computer Suitor. Today, Bachelorette Software Samna Word 3 asks the big question.
Bachelor number 1, what do you want in the perfect word processor?
I want a word processor that handles different languages. French, German, Spanish, and even Greek.
Oh, pas de problème. Bachelor number 2?
I don't know if I can say this on the air, but I'm crazy about word processors with a zoom feature. I like a miniature picture of the whole page so I can see margins and centering.
A different perspective. Bachelor number 3?
I want 5-function math mode, the ability to do line drawings, easy cursor control, and spell checking. I want it all.
Well, this is difficult. I do all those things.
Having a hard time picking the best word processing program? Pick Samna Word 3.
Samna Word 3 is available at Priority 1, located at 9161 Deering Avenue in Chatsworth, or call 818-709-6789. That's 818-709-6789. This message is sponsored by Soft Team Distributors.
Okay, let's take another caller.
Hello, this is the doctor.
How are you?
Fine. Is this Beverly?
Yes.
Hi. What's your question?
I'm a novice in this, and I'm just going to buy a computer, but I wanted to know which is better, a green screen or an amber screen.
Well, actually, I don't think there's a whole lot of difference. It's mostly personal preference. Now, I know in Europe, most companies use amber screens, whereas here we seem to use the green on black. I would say just go to your computer store, sit in front of the thing for a while, not just 5 or 10 minutes, and see how you feel.
Okay, I'll try it then.
Good.
Thanks a lot. Doctor, is there a price difference usually between those two?
No, I have not seen one really. It just depends on how you want it configured.
Great. Okay, we'll take our next call.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Is this a doctor?
Yes, it is.
Oh, hi, this is Ann.
Hi, Ann.
Hi, how are you? I have a Commodore 64.
Uh-huh.
And I would like to know if the new Commodore coming out, the 128,
Right.
is going to be any different, if it's worth the investment. Because all I do is use it for household things like balancing checkbooks and things like that.
Interesting you should ask. I just read an article today by Mr. Dvorak where he gave Commodore the dubious Upgrade of the Year award.
Really?
I don't really know. I haven't seen a 128 yet, so I would suggest holding off and going and checking it out very carefully.
So you don't really see any really big...
Unless you're having problems now where you're coming in with too little memory, if it works, why fix it?
Right, you're right. it's a great machine, but maybe I'll wait until they upgrade a third time and then go...
I would say that would probably be a better bet.
Great, thank you very much.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi.
Hello?
Hello?
Is this Patrick?
Yes.
Good. This is the doctor.
Yes, I have a similar question to a previous caller about the resolution and so on. And I noticed as I've gone around to try out different computers and screens that I would find my eyes getting a little tired after being there 15, 20 minutes or so in front of the screen.
Very common.
That's very common?
Yes, it is. In fact, I think they should give a bottle of Bengay and a bottle of Visine with every computer sold. I don't know what you can do about that. If you look at a monochrome screen, one thing you want to look for is an anti-glare screen, either built into the monitor or one that you put in front of it.
All right.
That takes away all this glare from the fluorescent lights and stuff around you.
Okay.
And just look for the highest resolution that you can basically afford. The higher the resolution, the bigger the price tag. That's kind of the way it goes.
I see. Okay. What would be in a mid-range resolution, a price in the mid-range?
I've seen good ones for about 150 up to about 300 that you could sit in front of for a while.
Okay.
Without beating your face.
All right.
Thanks for calling.
Hello.
Oh.
Hi, this is the doctor. Is this Bob?
Yeah, it's Bob, right?
Oh, great. Go ahead.
Okay, I have a Columbia, which is an IBM compatible with
Uh-huh.
floppies. And on some of the software I have, I've got to go back and forth between MS-DOS and then 2 disk drives and data and so forth. And so I was wondering about, both the hard drives, which seem to be coming down in price, external, and you were talking about micro drives the other day. So maybe I can get all of them on, on the main drive. And what your feeling is about internal or external,
Hard disks? Aha, tired of the diskette shuffle, huh? Okay, I like external hard drives for the simple reason that if the hard drive goes down, I can unplug it, take it to the store, and I still have my PC to use. That's basically the only difference I've seen between the two. Access speed is the difference is so negligible, I don't think you'd notice it.
Separate power supplies?
Oh yeah, the externals always have separate power supplies, and one of the things you may want to watch for, I'm glad you mentioned that, on an internal drive is that you don't overload your machine. If you start putting a hard drive in and you've got the machine fully loaded with all the goodies, you could run into a power problem, and then you'd have to upgrade your power supply. One thing I'd like to mention for you and anyone else who's got this is be sure when you get a hard drive to back it up on a regular basis. Because remember, you're going to have all your information in there. So you're not losing just one diskette, you're losing the whole shot. So make sure you back it up.
Okay, thanks a lot for your call. We're going to take our next caller. Hi.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, my name is Gary Mitchum.
Okay, Gary.
and I have a PC Junior.
Yeah.
I'm interested in a light pen, and IBM having came out with their light pen for the PC Junior. I'd like to know, can you tell me anybody else that would support it? A light pen for the Junior?
Who supports the light? You mean as far as software?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to do with it?
Well, really, I just want a light pen that I could be able to draw graphics and things like that.
I'll have to look into that for you, Gary. Okay, can you listen next week, and I'll look into some software, and I have some ideas, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I'll check that out, and I'll let you know next week.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Thanks for calling, Gary. Okay, I think we got time for a few more calls. Hi, you're on the air.
Yeah, this is Kurt.
Hi, Kurt.
Hi. A couple of very quick questions. First of all, do you know much about ProDOS?
Little bit.
Okay. How do you find out, for instance, what a range error is? It seems difficult to find good manual support for ProDOS, and especially I'm a blind person, and we have a talking ProDOS using the Apple IIe and the Echo 2, but it's very difficult to find out what's going on as far as what a particular error code is. How do you find that out?
Oh, dear. I don't know. I've had, unfortunately, I've never had an experience with working with the synthesizer and that sort of application. I'm afraid I'll have to defer you to next week, if that's all right, because I'd like to look into that. That's an interesting question.
Okay, what we're doing is converting Apple is DOS 3.3 to ProDOS,
Mm-hmm.
and finding that you get that it's a lot more picky about file opening and closing.
Yes, it is very touchy.
It's very difficult to get programs that are converted to run, and usually we end up with a range error, and it says files still open.
Okay. You might want to check at the Apple users group that we had the number earlier on in the show here. See if I can find it again. Where was it? Oh, here it is. You might want to check this number, Kurt. It's area 213-396-5515, and ask for our friend Fred Duffy.
Okay, do you have anything in the Orange County area?
If we don't with us right now, but we will check on that, and if you listen next week, I'll try to remember to give it to you on Monday, okay?
Okay, that was 396-5515?
That's it.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right.
Okay, I'm afraid we can take one more quick call. Hi, this is, you're on the air. Is this Don?
Yes.
Hi, Don.
Okay, I have a small business, and I'm looking for a computerized time clock system that will calculate all the times and all that.
In a couple of weeks ago in PC Week, there was an article about just such a system being developed for the IBM PC. I would suggest that you try and find a back issue of PC Week, and I will try and find it for you for next week. And it does exactly what you're looking for.
Just a quick thought.
We don't have time, I'm sorry. We'll listen next week, and we'll have your answer for you, okay? We've got to go to a message, and then we'll be back with our wrap-up.
SuperCalc 3 by Sourcem is a spreadsheet that's extremely easy to use, swift, and powerful, and it's priced lower than most other leading spreadsheet programs. SuperCalc 3 has all the built-in functions expected in a high-quality spreadsheet, and a lot more. SuperCalc 3's features include an on-screen help function, spreadsheet consolidation and sorting capabilities, calendar and date calculations, simple data management, functions, and windowing. The integrated graphics capability is superbly presented, allowing plotting and printing of charts in up to 99 colors. SuperCalc 3 provides you with the ability to create pie charts, bar charts, line charts, and XY graphs. The graphics are integrated into the command structure, so once you learn SuperCalc 3, plotting and graphing the results of your calculations is as easy as pie. To get a taste of the simplicity and power of SuperCalc 3, walk into Simply Software, where they'd love to whip up a quick demonstration. Simply Software is located at 3001 Sepulveda Boulevard in Manhattan Beach, or call 213-546-2467. That's 213-546-2467. Simply Software, a soft sell dealer.
Well, Doc, thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you. I'd like to thank everyone who called in. Sorry we couldn't answer all the phone calls.
Very sorry. This is Michael. I got to tell you guys, it's incredible how many people want to ask you questions,
And
Doctor.
we'll be here next week.
Every Friday. Every Friday, the doctor will be here.
Next Friday, of course. Monday, we have Jim Holmes, who'll be talking about users groups. Tuesday, John Reach, the president of Tronics, talking about home banking. Wednesday, author Ray Bradbury talking about Fahrenheit 451, which is his book made on into a computer game. Thursday, Tony Sneed talking about TaskNet, multi-level software marketing. And, of course, Friday, Dr.
Disc.
Dun, da, da. So thanks, folks, and we'll be giving away some great Spinnaker software next week, including Ray Bradbury's game, as a matter of fact. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
And enjoy the sell-a-thon for everybody who won. Drive safely and have a good weekend.
Your name will be at the door.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.